In this episode of Soldier Tech Battlefield, I'm comparing the new Nokia Lumia 1020 versus the iPhone 5, and this is going to be a camera battle. So let's go and start the show. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Soldier Tech Battlefield. I'm your host, Soldier Knows Best, real name Mark Watson, and today we're comparing the new Nokia Lumia 1020 versus the iPhone 5, and this is going to be a camera battle. Now, the Nokia 1020 has a 41 megapixel camera, which is insane, and this is going to be compared against the iPhone 5's 8 megapixel camera. So the categories for this battle is going to be software, pictures, and videos. We're going to see which one of these phones is going to come out on top when it comes to the world of photography. So it's going to start the battle with the software. Now, the software category is going to be a real quick one because the iPhone 5 cannot really hang with the Nokia 1020 when it comes to software. The 1020 just gives you a lot more options and customizations before you take a picture to adjust the ISO, the aperture, white balance, all those different things, where on the iPhone 5 with iOS, you really have nothing you can change besides just going to HDR mode or panorama mode and things like that. So with the Nokia Lumia 1020, they really give you a lot more control over your picture or the video that you're going to get ready to take, and that just allows you to make the best picture or video that you can with that phone. So for this software category, it's going to the Nokia Lumia 1020. And now it's going to jump into the picture category. Now the first image here is from the Lumia 1020. It's a very nice bright image. But when I switch over to the iPhone 5, I did find that it was a little bit sharper than the 1020, but I didn't really like everything else going on with the picture compared to the 1020. But it is sharper, and this is another good example of how the iPhone 5 does seem to produce sharper images than the 1020 in some cases. Now this image right here shows a good job of how the Lumia 1020 can really handle a lot of different things going on, the lighting, the shadows, and the iPhone 5 just looks a little blown out there as you look at the colors of the flowers themselves. And this comparison right here, I swear these are not the same pictures. I was able to frame them exactly right though. But if I was to remove the names of the phones down below, you have a really hard time telling which is which. So both of these phones perform very well in this particular comparison. Now this is another comparison here where I'm going to be highlighting the sharpness that the iPhone 5 can do. When you look at this image and then now this one, you can see a lot more detail in the petals of the flower and the main bud of the flower, I think, from it. But now this is another image where the Lumia 1020, I think, just zoomed all the way out, does an excellent job at taking the image, and it just does a better job than the iPhone 5 in a lot of the cases and scenarios. Now this is a couple images from the front-facing camera of the Lumia 1020, and then the iPhone 5 with Lumia 1020 definitely lost that battle when it comes to the front-facing picture category. But overall guys, I will have to say that I did find that the Lumia 1020 was able to produce better images most of the time over the iPhone 5 when it comes to pictures. But with that being said, I did feel that the iPhone 5 was sharper in some of the cases, as you saw in some of these images. But overall guys, I took a lot of picture comparisons. I'm just not going to show all of them to you right now, but the Nokia 1020 did outperform the iPhone 5 in most of the scenarios, but the iPhone 5 did put up a good fight against it. So this picture category is going to Nokia Lumia 1020. All right, now it's time for the video category, where I'm just going to shut up and let you watch these video comparisons and see what you think for yourself. And now I'm just testing out the internal microphones here on the Nokia 1020 and the iPhone 5. You should be able to hear a considerable difference because the Nokia 1020 has some really awesome microphones, just like the Nokia 808 had, the PureView 808. But anyway, here's just a test of the audio that you can get if you're recording via the microphones. All right, so you're testing out the front-facing cameras here on the iPhone 5 and the Nokia 1020. Again, take note to just the overall image quality. Got a little shine back there, but here's the front-facing cameras. Alright, so the video comparisons between the iPhone 5 and the Lumia 1020 are very interesting. I found that the iPhone 5's colors were a little bit more accurate than the Lumia 1020s. Now, the Lumia 1020 did provide something that I think most people will like to watch. When you really look at the details, though, it was a little oversaturated for me. And I also found that the image stabilization wasn't always the best in Lumia 1020 when it was compared against the iPhone 5s. Now, the Lumia 1020 definitely has the better microphone. That example I showed you, the audio quality that you can get from video from the 1020 is simply amazing. We also have to throw in the fact that the iPhone 5's front-facing camera was clearly better than the Lumia 1020. Now, the Lumia 1020, though, I shot both of these in automatic mode. So the Lumia 1020 does give you some flexibility there in the beginning to adjust the white balance and not have it to be automatic, and also change the exposure and things like that, which can make your video look a lot better. But I didn't choose to do that. Just wanted to keep it pretty even, just in automatic mode that most people use. But with that being said, the Lumia 1020's video could be improved, with iPhone 5s is basically what you get. So for this video category, it was really a toss-up. I mean, both of them were really good in certain areas, so I'm gonna have to make this category a tie. Alright, so that wraps up this battle between the iPhone 5 and the Nokia Lumia 1020, and the winner is the Nokia Lumia 1020, winning 2-1. And let me say that the iPhone 5 definitely stood its ground against the Lumia 1020, but when you take into account the microphone quality and also to the software quality that will also make some of these pictures and videos even better. If I was actually tweaking some of the settings, I could have got way better results. You find that in the 1020, definitely that camera that will replace the digital camera, and is definitely the king of cameras right now, at least over the iPhone 5. But I will be comparing against some other phones in the future. So like always, leave your comment down below what you think about this particular battle, and also to let me know what other two products that you'd like to see me put head to head. And thanks for watching this video, and I will catch you guys next week. Peace.